Hey friends, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Melissa. Thank you so much for clicking on one of my videos. In today's video, it's going to be my first official fall decorate with me. I'm going to be tackling my dining room, so I will do the dining room hutch, my coffee bar, our shoe bin area, and also our table. So the entire dining room will be set up for fall. It's getting nice and cooler around here, so it's starting to feel like fall in the early mornings when I get up and leave for work on the bus. So I think it's about that time. So we need to get some fall decor in this house. So on this morning, we were just making a little bit of breakfast. I was going to spend the morning eating some breakfast with my husband, and then we will get started.
Put something in there. Get a different pan. We need new pans. Comment if you want my wife to get new pans. Yes. Huh? 5 likes, all we need.
I just don't want to spend the money on it. What are they supposed to comment? Put a little emoji of a pan.
I don't know all that YouTube lingo.
Hey, you were supposed to be taking over. Where'd you go?
I'm over here.
I don't know if they can see you.
Off camera.
You're still on camera, I think. I think you are.
You can't see me from over here.
I can't see that, but I'm pretty sure you are over there.
Now you can't see me.
Do the eggs. Oh gosh.
I watched a Sermon on the Mount series.
From who? Mike Winger?
From Bible Project.
Oh, Bible Project. Taylor was telling me about that. She says it's really good. Taylor was telling me about that. She said it's really good.
They're just little shorts.
Oh, you're not listening to the talking about it?
They don't have any talking about it.
Yeah, she was telling me she was listening to one where they like talk about it.
Yeah, they talk a lot of the business numbers.
Oh.
In the Bible Project just says that the dragon is more or less just a spirit that inhabits people a lot of times in the Bible, whether it's a king or, a country or just the devil, of course, right? And then I got Answer Genesis guys talking about dragons around right now that I'm watching, and they're talking. Was that mine?
It's breakfast.
Why'd you take my breakfast away?
Gave it back to you.
Like, man, I had breakfast and it went right away.
You had to show our friends.
Right here is what you really need there, huh? Right here. Sriracha ketchup.
That's disgusting.
Sriracha ketchup. Okay, so I wanted to get started here by going through my bins, and I was just taking out the items that I knew would be used in the kitchen, a few items that I would use in the dining room, and then setting aside things that I knew I wanted to take to the living room, just kind of setting things in piles, so to speak, so I knew which room I would put which items. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, just kind of going through my bins. I still have the decor that I had purchased with my fall haul, so I still have those items because those are not in the bins yet, but I will be pulling from those. But I was just trying to get out all of my items, go through them, and get everything organized so that I could get started with decorating my hutch. That's what I'm going to be starting with first. So then I'm going to go over and I'm going to start removing all of my regular decor. I just took everything off and placed it on the table and just gave my hutch a good cleaning, and that way I have a good clean base to start my decorating. Okay, so after getting the hutch all clean, I decided to start placing my items back on this top shelf first. I'm using some of the same pieces. These cutting boards were used on my last main shelf, and these plates were also used. I'm sticking with a lot of the traditional fall colors. I like the browns, the oranges, the reds, the rust, the golds. I like those colors for fall. Now these little plates that I'm placing in front of these white plates were the plates that I showed you on my fall haul. That little Hello Pumpkin sign, I believe I got at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. If I find something and I like it, you will see it all the time because I will keep it for years and years. So, and I've always liked that little Hello Pumpkin sign. So, and that's just something I've kept for years, and I don't plan on getting rid of it anytime soon. I apologize, my voice is very raspy and just giving me a fit. But those little spoons
had the little leaves on them. Those I purchased also at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. And I'm just going to place those in that little, I guess it's like a little cream dish. So I'm just sticking those in there. I think it's like cream and sugar little dishes. So, and then just placing some of these orange and yellow and red flower, or they're not flowers, they're like little leaves. But they're just picks. I think they were picks off of a garland a long time ago. I'm not even for sure. They were in the bottom of my tote and I've used them for years. So I placed those up there for a little bit of color. And so moving on to the second shelf, I'm adding another one of those little brown plates in front of one of the white plates. I just love those little plates. They're so cute. They have the little pumpkin, the scene, and all of those. They're just really cute. These pie pans were actually my grandmother's. And so I like using those in my hutch. Plus, pies are like a fall and winter staple, I feel like. That's when I get in the kitchen and I love to do a lot of baking. Excuse me. And on these other two plates that I've just got stacked here, I'm just going to place a pumpkin and a little fall pick. And I had already kind of organized this before I did this filming so that I kind of knew where I was going to put some things. So a couple of the things are like already put together, like inside of that bowl. I'd already just placed some pine cones and a couple of the like little fake acorns and a few little leaves. So that's what's inside of that bowl. But I had already just put it in there. It's just kind of like a little bowl filler and just to give a little color. And then they butter stamp was my mother-in-law's. So I'm just leaning that up against those bowls to bring down the wood tones onto that shelf. And then just placing a little pumpkin and a little squash right there in front of those plates. Then moving on to the main, I guess the main shelf on this hutch. I'm just placing a white bowl, and these are like wooden apples. And honestly, I have no idea where I got those. I don't know if I bought them from a country store years ago that was in the mall, like a primitive country store. I don't remember where I got those, but they're just wooden apples. And then this wooden scoop was my mother-in-law's, and I just placed a couple like pumpkins and little picks in there as well. On this shelf at the very, very top, I'm using some cookbooks to give me a little bit of height. You will see it from this angle, but when you're walking in the room, you cannot see that I have cookbooks up there. So from this angle, you obviously can tell, but you won't be able to tell like just looking at the hutch. But I typically love to leave this basket up here, and I usually change out the inside with regular greenery, or in this case, I'm adding some more of those different color fall leaves. I'm having a terrible time with my voice. I'm sure you can hear it, and I wished I'd have done my voiceover 2 days ago when my voice was fine, but I need to edit this and get it done, so I apologize for my voice. So I'm just placing the leaves in there so it looks like, you know, you've gone out, you've collected some fall leaves, just bringing that color up to the top. And then I'm just adding my 2 pictures right back at the top because I like them there. I like the symmetrical look. And so I am calling it quits with this, with my hutch. I am really happy with how it turned out. I'm very pleased with how the colors seem to flow. You will probably see at the end, I did add a little picture at the bottom in the back corner. Later on, you will probably see. But for right now, I am liking how my hutch turned out this year. Okay, friends, moving on to my coffee bar. This is what it looked like before with all of the regular decor, and I'm going to add touches of fall and bring that color, that same color scheme that was on the hutch, over here. But first, I'm going to take everything off and give it a good clean, and that way we'll work with a good clean slate. Okay, so on my coffee bar, I'm going to start out with this little sign that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. And I only have one nail already up there, and this sign had a spot for like hanging with two nails. So I just kind of connected it with like a piece of twine and hung it up there on the one nail. That way I didn't have to put another nail hole in my wall. So, but I'm starting out putting that picture right there. I'm going to use this little picture, the same one I had there before with the same greenery, and just put that back in there. I don't like taking all the greenery away, especially early fall, because not every tree changes. There is still touches of green outside in the fall. So I like leaving a little bit of green. But I have these little orange picks, and I don't know, they must have fell off a flower that I had years ago, and they were in the bottom of my tote. And so I just decided to just stick these in here sporadically and add those in there with the greenery, just to give a little pop of color with that orange to pull that out. And I liked how that turned out. Then I'm placing these little plates back up there. They're the same ones I had up there before. And the same cutting board I had up there before, but I'm adding this little pumpkin spice. I think it says pumpkin spice everything. I'm not sure what all it says. I can't read it on the screen, and I don't remember, and I'm not in the room to read it. So, but it's just a little pumpkin like cutting board. So I'm adding that up there to just give like another dimension to the wood. And then I kind of had it planned out kind of the same way I did the hutch, but I was looking for where I was placing my stuff because I had it all over the table, which you can't see. But I'm adding back up the little sugar dish, which I keep my monk fruit in that little dish. So that is sugar that I actually use. And I'm adding these two little pumpkins, just a little white and a little touch of orange. And I'm leaning the one up, kind of standing it up. I'm going to place these same little leaf picks that I had that I used on the hutch. I'm adding the same ones over here, just trying to kind of blend the two pieces of furniture and areas together in the dining room, so everything looks kind of all in one. And I really like how it turned out this year. You'll see it at the end, but I really like the color scheme and all. I've tried the muted colors before. I've tried the buffalo. I have some of the buffalo and those, but I tend to go right back to the traditional colors. But you do what you love. And if you love the buffalo, or if you love the muted colors or the mint greens or whatever, then you do what makes you feel happy and joyful when you're looking at your decorations. And so for me, for fall, I enjoy these colors. And so I'm just placing up some little pumpkins and leaves on top of that plate to just give it a little bit more pop of color, to pull out the colors in that picture as well, in that little sign. This is my little coffee, it holds my K-cups, but I'm just showing you there that we have some pumpkin latte. Once I get it to focus here, just a little pumpkin latte K-cups. I apologize when I'm doing these and I'm videoing, I don't smile very much. I've noticed while I'm on here, and I'm not a grumpy person. I like to laugh, I like to have fun, but I don't smile a lot when I guess because my mode, I don't know, my brain is in decorating mode, and it's in just like, look, I look so grumpy. I'm seriously not grumpy. But I'm just adding this picture back up here, and I had some wheat picks. I think I got those at, oh Lord, I don't know if I got those at Hobby Lobby or if I got those at the Dollar Tree. I don't know, because I've had a lot of this stuff for so many years, and I just use it over and over and over. So I'm not somebody that will go out and typically buy all new every year. I may add like a piece or two if I'm going to get rid of something or kind of rotate, but for the most part, I typically like to use the same things. I'll move them around throughout the house and use them in different areas, but yeah, I like to use the same stuff. So I'm just adding a little, I think that's like a cheese board. My mom gave me 2 of them when I was at her place not long ago. And so I'm going to use both of those up here on this top shelf. There's the second one, but I'm placing them at different heights. So I laid the one on its side and put the plate in front of it, so it'll bring out that brown in that plate, that picture. And then this one I'm standing upright and putting a little sign and a little pumpkin, and then that other like wrought iron pumpkin there, it actually is battery operated and it lights up, but I did not have batteries the day that I was filming this. And it's getting evening time, as you can see. The sun is starting to set outside. But I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have the batteries, so I'm sure you will see it. I'm not sure if I add it onto the end of this video or if it'll be in another video, but you'll see it at some point where it'll be lit up, because once I get all of the kitchen, the dining room, and the living room decorated, I will give you like a little fall tour of just the spaces that I have decorated. I don't do too much in a lot of the other rooms, but yeah, I will give you like a fall tour, so you'll eventually see the little pumpkins decorated. I may add that into my kitchen video, but I'm just putting a battery operated candle in this cloche with a little pine cone and just a few leaves, just to give it a little bit of color in there with it, and then going to place it on the top of this shelf. So just to fill in the center space, and then again with the same little picks. I was starting to run low on these, so I was trying my best to keep them because I had one more area I wanted to use them in, but I was able to bring that color from the hutch over here on this side, and I was really happy with that. Those little mugs are the mugs that I purchased at Hobby Lobby, and they match those beautiful little plates. And so now moving down onto the coffee bar. I need to fill my 2 syrups. Obviously they're empty or close to it, but I'm just placing those back on the bar. My mug tree, we pull from that all the time, and I didn't have like orange mugs or anything like that to pull from, but that's okay. Those are mugs that we use all the time. Those are like Longaberger mugs. So I just placed that there and then put the spoon rest there. But I brought out my tiered tray for this year. Sometimes I use these and then I'll put them away and won't use them, and then I'll pull them back out. And so this year I thought, well, I'm gonna pull it back out and just try to do a little something on it. Those little spoons are just like the same little spoons I used in the hutch, except the hutch had leaves and these have pumpkin. I purchased those at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, but I'm pretty sure they still have those. And they may even have them, other things on top. They might even have them like, I don't know, maybe they have them for Halloween or something. I don't really typically do Halloween decorating. My fall decor will take me through until I'm ready for Christmas. But I'm just kind of placing these in there. I have a like a Walmart bag shoved down in that little mug, in that little creamer dish, so it'll kind of hold the spoons. But I was struggling. I was seriously struggling. You saw me drop one of them, but I get them in there eventually, and I was like, okay, she's good to go. You can see the pumpkins. But I'm just going to add just a few more touches to this tiered tray. A little pumpkin, and put a little, it's like a little cutting board sign. Not a lot. I didn't want to make it too cluttered. And I didn't have a lot of like floral, more of those leaves to really add too much to it. In that jar are those like the little coffee pralines. Those are in that mason jar in the back. And then the little blessed mug my daughter bought me, oh, I don't know, a couple years ago. She went to a shop and saw it and she purchased it for me. So I have that on there. And then I just add just a couple more items. This little glass pumpkin dish I purchased with my Hobby Lobby haul, as you saw. And I'm just going to fill it with a little, like the candy corn pumpkins. I know, candy corn is like hit and miss with people. Some people love it, some people hate it. If you love it, leave me a candy corn emoji in the comments if you love it. Or a little pumpkin if you like the pumpkin ones. I know they're both the same thing, they're pure sugar. But none of them are good for you, that's for sure. But if I was going to choose, I'm going to pick the pumpkins over the candy corn. Don't ask me why. I don't know. It's the same thing, I know. But I don't typically buy it all the time. But I thought, well, since I was doing a fall video and, you know, I wanted that color there, that would be a cute little thing to pull that color into that little dish. So I have used it this year. I have actually ate a couple pieces of it, but shame on me, I know. So I'm just giving you an overview here of what it looks like with the wheat and that beautiful little plate and the pretty picks. Obviously that is the pumpkin that lights up. And I think I have like 4 of those, and I purchased those quite a few years ago at the Dollar General store. So Dollar General used to have a lot of good fall items to pick from, and I haven't been there in a while, but I'm sure they probably still do. And then the little mugs, I just hung those up there. So this is giving you just a little overview. And then I'm going to add just one more touch of pop of color with some little towels. And then after that, I'm going to move on to the little shoe bin area and then move on to the table. So I won't talk through the remainder of the decorating. I'm just going to let you watch and enjoy. That'll give my voice a little break. Plus, it's pretty much the same thing. I clean it off and take down the old, and then I put in the new fall decor on a clean slate. So kind of the same pattern will be done on the other areas. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, friends, so I'm going to go ahead and finish out this video with decorating my dining room table. This will be the last piece, just the final touch. I enjoy so much decorating and just making my home feel clean and inviting and welcoming. I take pride in my home, not pride in a cocky, bad kind of way, just pride in a grateful way. I'm just grateful. You know, my table may not be from the biggest name, top dollar store, but and each piece in there was thrifted. The table, the chairs, the hutch, and the coffee bar all have been thrifted and been redone. But I take great pride in keeping them, and you know, I treasure each piece. My hutch I definitely treasure. My mother-in-law bought me that, and you know, I try to take care of it. So I enjoy this kind of thing. I enjoy decorating for fall and the holidays and just keeping my home. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's really feeling like fall, and now that when I come home and it's cooler in the evenings or cooler in the mornings, and I come downstairs and the decorations are excuse me, set up, and it's just it's nice. So I am adding these dried hydrangeas. My brother brought me some dried hydrangeas, and so I'm adding those to my table. This will be the first year I've ever done that, but I absolutely love them. I don't know if I dried them correctly, but they're dried and they're, you know, they look beautiful to me. So I'm just enjoying. I love how everything turned out. I feel like even my daughter told me, she said, "Mom, this is probably the best your dining room's ever looked." She said, and it only took YouTube for you to achieve it. So I know she meant well, but I don't know. I love this kind of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of stuff, and it was fun making this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below. All of those things greatly help my channel. I am doing this for fun, but it is nice to engage with people when they comment. I try to engage, and yeah, it's just fun. It's been a lot of fun. So do me a favor, and if you did enjoy it, do one of those things: like, subscribe, or leave me a comment down below. You know, ask me any questions, and you know, about my home or decorating, or if you would like a get to know me video, you know, and if you leave a question, maybe I can do a video like that. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. Thanks again for watching, friends, and Lord willing, there'll be another one. Bye.